They said that on Yik Yak?
Yeah.
Is that allowed?
I have no idea.
What's with the eggplant emojis and why there's so many of them?
Do you want to know?
What's it mean?
Do you want to know? Oh. Hey, Bloomsburg.
Good afternoon, Huskies. My name is Jason Martinez.
And my name's Eliza Nevis.
And welcome back to the BURG. Here we'll be covering 4 segments with you, starting with Campus Chaos,
Downtown Maine,
Sports Corner,
and Fantasy Football.
Let's head down to campus with Campus Chaos with Marilyn.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Campus Chaos. I'm your host, Marilyn Castle, and this week we'll be taking to the quad, where 4 students will compete for a chance to win $50. Let's see who does it. You have 10 minutes to find a professor and bring them back here. The professor has to be willing to be interviewed on camera and to be pied in the face. Go. So tell us what your name is and what you teach.
My name is Dr. Jet Boga. I teach business policies, human resources, principles of management, and leadership. I have an MBA leadership class this semester.
How long have you been teaching at Bloomsburg?
I started as an adjunct, believe it or not, 2017, but 2019 full-time tenure track.
How long have you known Jess?
Jess has been a student 2 years now, 3 to be correct, senior, so 3 years.
Nice. Are you going to pie Jess in the face for us?
Yes, I am.
Awesome, let's do it.
You're good to go whenever. Yep.
Woo! Here's your $50.
Thank you.
What are you going to do with your $50?
Go buy groceries.
How do you feel being soaking wet right now?
A little cold, but not too bad. It washed the cream off.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anything you'd like to say to the crowd?
It was worth the $50.
Well, Jess, congratulations, and I hope you're proud of change of clothes. That's it for this week. Now let's head back to the studio.
Well, that was interesting. You can never pay me any money to do that. Well, maybe.
Props to them. I don't know, $50?
That could fill up a gas tank. Actually, you know what? Let me know when you do it again. I'll be there.
Next, let's head downtown Maine with Sydney and check out Endless Records.
Thank you. I'm Sydney Stokes, and today we're here at Endless Records catching up with owner Nick McGaw.
My name is Nick McGaw. I am the owner of Endless Records here in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Endless Records is an independent record store, and I've been open in town for going on, I think it's been 12 years now, off and on. So this is the third location of my store in town, but I've been at this location for 7 years. Yeah, so we used to be at this building down the street, which was called the Moose Exchange, and it was an old converted Art Deco moose lodge from the 1930s or 40s when it was built. It caught fire one day on our way to work, and we lost everything in our store, basically. Unfortunately, we did not have insurance to cover that loss either. At the time, everything that was in the store was pretty much a loss, but we were out of commission for a whole year before trying to start up again. So we sell vinyl records, we sell CDs, we sell books, both used and new books. We sell, some tote bags, enamel pins, stickers, keychains, some pretty fun pillows. We got a lot of Nicolas Cage pillows here. Some ceramics actually as well. Just a little bit of everything. Things I like, basically. Always looking for some more product lines if there's something kind of interesting that I think is either funny or cool.
Thank you, Nick, for letting us catch up with you today at Endless Records. We are straight down Main. Back to the studio.
I love Endless Records. My friend took me there. There were so many cute stickers, so many pins, obviously so many records.
I use Spotify.
Fair.
And up next is Sports Corners with Joe.
Thank you. Welcome to Sports Corner. This is Noah Atkins, and I'm here with a member of the lacrosse team. And her name is?
I'm Riley Nyes.
All right, so for some just questions, just to get you know you more. If you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would buy?
I would go shopping. I love clothes. I would just buy a lot of clothes.
What clothes in particular? Like designer, like shoes, hats?
I would go for shoes and Lululemon.
Okay, what are your favorite shoes?
I like Hoka's and Nikes.
So what exactly are Hoka's?
They're running shoes.
Okay, I'm not familiar with the running shoes that are in style today. So what is your favorite food?
I love sushi.
Okay. Favorite kind?
I like the dragon roll from JJ Asian Cuisine in Harleysville, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
So basically, what's your favorite color?
I used to be a blue girl. I'm starting to turn into a pink girl now.
And why is that?
I don't know. Just pink is the best. And it's so bright and happy.
Switching up on blue just like
Yeah.
that?
Blue's too sad and dark.
I think some blues are cool.
Yeah, but
I'm a blue guy myself, so
okay, well,
kind of hurts that you
I didn't
switched
mean
up.
to offend you, but
It's all
pink
right.
is just more happy.
All right, I'll forgive you for now, I guess, for now. So what's your major?
I'm undecided, but I'm starting to lead towards communications.
Yeah, I know a couple communications majors myself, for sure. It's a good major. I'm also a communications major, so I think you should join us. We're pretty cool. So how's the lacrosse season going? What are you expecting?
We just finished the fall ball 2 weeks ago, and we're finishing our last week of practice this week. I have a feeling we're going to have a really good season. We have a big roster, and a lot of people are ready to play.
What are some of your takeaways from last season that you hope you can improve on for this season?
actually a freshman, so I watched a lot of the games last year, but they did good last year, but I think we'll do better this year.
So you're a freshman. You chose to come here, obviously, for many different reasons. What would you say to someone else that wanted to come here? Like, what made you want to come here? Like, what drew you in, and how would you draw other people in to come here?
What drew me in was really like the facilities of Bloomsburg. I toured all the other PSAC schools, and this was the nicest one, like turf-wise and like Nelson Fieldhouse. If I were showing a recruit around, I would show them upper campus. It's really nice, and it's better than all the other schools in the PSAC.
Okay, so your time here so far, would you say it's like been very welcoming? Like, how is like the process, like just getting integrated into the team? Like, how has it been?
Yeah, they were super welcoming, and it's been super fun having a team because college is super different, and it's hard to acclimate right away, not knowing anyone. So having a whole team and like 36 girls that are already your friends is really nice coming to a new school.
So what made you want to come here and join like this team and this campus?
I really liked the team when I went on my visit, and they were really welcoming, and I loved the campus. It was super open, and it wasn't like a far walk to get to classes and stuff, so I really liked how close everything was, and I loved the team, so I liked it here the best.
Okay. Is there anything that you haven't liked yet so far being here?
I don't like the hills. My practices are in the mornings, so I'm not a fan of walking up the hills after practice.
Okay. Okay. So are you from around this area, or like is this all new to you in PA? Are you in-state, out-of-state?
I am from 2 hours south of here in Harleysville.
Okay. Okay. I'm not familiar with the area too much, but so what position do you play in lacrosse?
I'm a midfielder.
So you're a midfielder. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what you do?
Basically, midfielders just play the attack and the defensive side. So we play both sides of the field, and we're running up and back the whole game.
Okay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I did not know that. So do you score a lot on the field?
Midfielders do score a lot, yeah. So
Do you like playing like more the defensive side or the offensive side of the ball?
I like playing the offensive side. I like setting up plays and doing that stuff rather than playing defense, but I do like defense too.
Okay. Have you always been a midfielder your whole life?
Yes, I've always been a midfielder. I like to run.
Okay. Okay. Well, I think that's all we have for today. So thank you. Heading back to the studio.
Did you know our wrestling team was D1?
I don't know sports, but
Good for them.
go Birds.
Now, let's head over to every man's favorite show, because they can't get into the big leagues, Fantasy Football with Nick.
What's going on, everyone? This is the Week 9 BURG Fantasy Report. I'm the fantasy guru, Nick Fudel. Let's get right into it. Justin Fields, 42.72 points against the Miami Dolphins. Had an absolute career day. Unbelievable, especially from a Bears quarterback. Like, come on, totally unexpected. Devontae Adams, 26.6 points against the Jacksonville Jaguars. Not a surprise, though. The Jags defense sucks. And a good bounce back for a team that got shut out the previous week for the Raiders. Devontae Adams, of course, you know, he's been irritated all year with Derek Carr. He won't say it outright, but I think this game made things a little bit better for them. Cole Kmet, 17 points against the Miami Dolphins. Absolutely unbelievable. The Justin Fields, Cole Kmet combination this week probably had fantasy owners drooling, unless you were going against him, of course. Nick Folk, once again, the best kicker in fantasy football, putting up 17 points against the Colts after putting up 21 points against the New York Jets the week before. The New England Patriots defense had 26 points against the Indianapolis Colts, which is absolutely unbelievable, especially for a defensive unit. And finally, the running back, Joe Mixon from the Cincinnati Bengals, the reigning defending AFC champions. Joe Mixon had 51.1 points in standard scoring versus the Carolina Panthers. An absolute career day for Joe Mixon. He had something like 4 or 5 total touchdowns, over 200 all-purpose yards for the day. And if you were going against him like I was, then you absolutely had your week completely wrecked by Joe Mixon. This week in the NFL, And in fantasy football, I think that, Derrick Henry, he's one of the most reliable running backs in fantasy football when he's healthy. But this weekend against the Denver Broncos and their top 3 defense in the NFL, I think you're benching Derrick Henry. I think this week's going to be the week where the Broncos finally turn it on offense. The Titans are going to be playing from behind. They won't be running Derrick Henry as much. And if they do, then the Broncos are just going to stuff them up anyway. You're going to want to start Tua Tagovailoa against the Cleveland Browns this week. The Browns defense kind of sucks. Also, if he's available, you're going to want to pick up Daniel Jones in your league, Giants quarterback, of course, Danny Dimes, against the Houston Texans, who haven't shown that they can stop anything yet all year. Jalen Hurts, of course, I think pretty much for everyone, he's a lock to start every single week for everyone, but he's going to have a pretty big week this week on Monday Night Football against the Washington Commanders. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers, the back-to-back NFL MVP, absolute trash. Bench him, trade him, drop him, do whatever you want, but avoid starting him against the Dallas Cowboys at all costs this weekend. That's all for this week. We'll see you next week on the BURG Fantasy Report.
Thanks, Nick. That was really interesting. Completely useless, but interesting. Well, that's all the time we have today for you here at the BURG.
My name's Eliza Nevin.
My name's Jason Martinez, and we'll see you next time. And remember, stay in school, don't do drugs, be safe out there, Huskies.